Probably my incompetence and stupidity. But shh, don't tell my wife.
So I have started this morning off making some baby food for Livy. And this morning I have done apples in here. There's also a prune from Azure Standards. We got our order in yesterday, picked up. So there's one of my prunes in there for her. Not familiar with this company. We love this company. Have had nothing but amazing experiences. We'll leave some information about Azure down in the description. And also I bought a 20 pack of peaches from the company when I picked up yesterday. So the very first thing I'm gonna do is I have apple, prunes, and peaches. And this was some pears that I had a local friend give me. Just peeled those and boiled them down and pureed them. I'm going to be making Livy some baby food this morning.
Okay, so we're fixing to try something crazy. We're hoping it's gonna work. We've got to get the pigs out of the barn here because they're just making a mess. Plus it rained like crazy. So we have got, let's show you, we've got the trailer here. The trailer is too big to get in these gates. This is the only field that we put 8-foot gates on just because there was no access reasons for a vehicle, we thought, in here. We just pull the Rangers through here and the tractors. So we have not had a reason to pull a truck in there or a trailer. Well, you know, that would be the one place we put the pigs, which was probably my incompetence and stupidity. But shh, don't tell my wife. We've got this set up out here. We've got a pig net on one side and then a chicken net on the other, and we're gonna try to get the mamas to run, and then hopefully we can get the babies to follow, and then we can just pick them up. But we've got to get the mamas making their way into the trailer here so we can get them back to the forest and get them out of this barn, and that way they can get back on the typical rotation. So that actually wasn't that bad to get the piglets, huh?
Not as bad as last time we had to wrangle piglets.
So we got the 5 piglets in this little bucket just to kind of get them safe, because I think they could get out of the bottom of that. So we're gonna get the mamas now. We're gonna leave the one mama with the 2 babies. She only had 2 babies that lived, all the rest had died. I know we didn't talk much about the piglets, but we've had a lot of loss, not because of us. I think it's just these piglets were new to being mamas. But she's got 2, but they're kind of small still, so we don't want to jeopardize her. So we're gonna leave her in the barn, but we got to get this area cleaned up. So we're gonna get these 3 mamas out here, leave her in there, get the broken water out. That's what we'll do. So let's see how this goes. Good job, guys. Following the main piglet. So let the last one get in. Good job, guys. Come on, fat girl. Oh man, are you kidding me? Here. So the fat one runs the little ones out. Peppa knocked this one out. Let's get her back in. All right. Let's ease the doors closed. There you go. The latch is right here.
I was about to say, if you don't know what that is, it's not good.
There you go. So like, again, we're gonna leave the one pig here with her 2 babies because the babies are really small, and I'm scared when we put them all together they'll just run out of that fence, and she's just a young mama who seems nervous, so I don't want to jeopardize that. So they're in the barn, me and Kep in here. We'll feed her, give her some new bedding, because again, pig can mess up. If you're trying to keep a pig in a barn, which I don't like doing that. I like moving my pig so it smells good. The freshness is not tearing the ground up, but we put them in here to have babies, and man, I'm glad this is over. I still have one of these mamas that have not delivered. It's gonna be that little one over there. She's still, or I say little one, but she has not delivered. So we're gonna be watching her closely while we're back in the forest. So let's load up and let's go, bud.
This is a sure sign of work. He's only gonna say a few cuss words, y'all.
No, I'm not. Anytime you mess with these self-tapping screws, I will say this. These are not the best self-tapping screws. They come with the kit. They send you a ton of them. Some of them don't self-tap like they're supposed to. Make sure you have a good 5/16 magnetic bit. I cannot say that enough and stress that enough. It needs to be a magnetic bit to hold these self-tapping screws in. What I'm doing now is I'm putting the actual channel, the spring channel for the plastic. And this is something that I really didn't know how to do it. It didn't make sense from what the directions said. So I looked on the internet, and basically I got a screw and self-tap half of them down, and I've put 2 of them on and then just bend it over. I don't know if this is a have to have, but to me, if you don't have something like this holding the plastic, your plastic is just gonna move all the time. It's not gonna have a good stability. So all this is a channel for the plastic to be held, and it's called a spring channel actually. We're putting about 3 self-tapping screws over each other bow, so we got 6 of them, so we're going with the outsides and then every other one. You need to stay above where your bow starts, about 3 inches, and then go over top, and we'll show you how we bend it across. Do not try this at home. You can't do this without a clip too. Without a clip, I don't see how you can do it. You're gonna be about 3 inches above your bow, right there, where it bolts in. And we're gonna start, I'm gonna start in the middle. It says start at the bottom, but to me it wiggles too much. So you wanna see how this has got some overhang up here? I don't know if Misty's showing that. But what you're gonna do is get these 3 in, and then we're gonna bend it over, and again have it for the channel for the Bisque Queen basically to slide into, the greenhouse tart. So we're gonna go ahead and get some self-tapping screws into this plastic. All right, so we got one in. We'll put another one right below this clamp, and then right above, right before you start bending it. That'll hold it down as you're starting to bend. All right, now clamp off. Just clamp it to the middle right there to get it out of the way. Honey, if you'll give me one more screw. As Misty's handing me one more screw, I want to show you this. The clamp you see how we have just as much over on top. It's gonna hang over. This is a lot easier on the classic style, but with the Gothic style, you actually have to bend it a little bit more. The classic, it just kind of rolls around. So we're gonna put one more self-tapping screw about 6 to 8 inches below the actual top of the bow. So that way that'll help give pressure as we bend the bow, and then we'll use the clamp on the other side. And don't get a 6-foot ladder, get like a 10-foot ladder, because what I'm doing is pretty dangerous. All right, so when we go to get this bent, you're gonna just kind of put your body weight on it. Just kind of ease it down. You gotta ease it because this stuff is not the best quality stuff. Once you got it bent, just take your clamp, and that helps hold it down, and then that gives you enough pressure to put a screw in it. Now you can work your way back up to the top. Looks like you've been busy in the kitchen.
Yeah, just a little. I can't even remember what those things are called.
We're just gonna call them musky dimes.
Scooper knobs.
Scooper knobs.
Yeah, so a friend of ours in the community had extra, and I went and got them and juiced them down and made jelly, and it is delicious.
Have you already ate some? You didn't tell me about it.
I did have to taste test it.
Taste test it? She wants to taste test it now.
I do have 3 extra jars in the refrigerator that so I have 3 of these, 3 more of these in the refrigerator. And you can tell they're setting pretty good. They're still a little warm to touch.
Isn't that community though that's sweet, that just people gave us some that they had, just excess, and all of a sudden we made jelly out of it.
And I'm going back and getting seeds.
Oh. So we have this big monster cannon shelf over there that we probably got to put on top, huh?
Yeah.
Or put it in the larder for all you larder people.
It's full, so all of this, once I get it labeled and the date on it, will probably go in our larder, because this whole rack right here, almost at least half of it is all jelly, and then I've got a few carrots and then some tinctures, so it's totally full. Colby, y'all tell Colby he needs to build me another one.
What?